And a bright and blissful Sunday morning to all of you folks watching at home. We are live at the St. FX University campus, the Keating Center in beautiful Antigonish, Nova Scotia for this Game 4 of Team Powder versus Team Black in the girls U18 division of the 2026 Hockey Nova Scotia Summer Camp to decide who will make the cut for Team Nova Scotia for the 2027 Canada Games. Team Powder won 2 of the contests. Team Black won 1 of them. Last win coming for Team Powder last night at a score of 3-2. All 3 contests have been fairly close in scoring. Just 1 goal in the difference and a 1-2 goal differential from an empty net in the second game for Team Black. And actually, Game 1 was a 2-goal differential. It was 2-0, so not much difference in the scoring here. Both teams very evenly matched. Should be an exciting contest for the final game of this Team Nova Scotia tryouts. And we are underway. Looking at the defensive end as Wasong takes possession. Takes it off the wall. White takes hold. There's it to neutral ice. Nice shot there and a save made to start things off for Rebecca LeBlanc, who starts in goal for Team Powder. And when dumped into the corner by Hillary Lawan, she goes for a change. When picked up and neutral ice. Team Black looking to gain possession. Near side for Summer McLean, just out of her reach. One banked into the corner for a line change by Allison McLean as full new unit on the ice for Team Black. Touched up ahead through neutral ice, over the line. Summer McLean dumps it in. Taken in front, unable to corral it there was Robertson. Touched ahead by Libas. Here comes Team Powder in the zone. Back out to neutral ice, reset here. Dump back in for a line change for Team Powder. One spun in the corner by Carly Beaton. Beaten after on the forecheck. Near side by Team Powder. Far side just out of the reach of Gabrielle Buffett. As Evelyn McLeod tries to take that puck loose. Near side looking to spring Aislinn Kearney. Is taken here by Lila Burris. Outlet to neutral ice. And picked up by Buffett again in her own zone. Buffett lead feet ahead for Driscoll just out of her reach. Picked up by Comstock and dumped in. Another line change for Team Powder, looking to be efficient with the energy economy early here. As this is the 4th game, you want short shifts. You don't want any lengthy shifts for any of your players here. At 4 games in 4 days at full intensity, 20-minute periods, including all the practices and everything else that goes along with this summer camp. You're very taxing on the body. You don't want to take any chances with the energy. Both teams are going to be efficient with their line changes. Near side, Gibbs across to Vickers. Here's Jade Vickers moving out with it. Nice couple moves. Shoots it, glove save for LeBlanc, no rebound. Avery McNeil on the draw in the offensive zone against Driscoll. Driscoll takes possession off the tie-up. Behind the goal. Near side to McNeil. Out the play for Lord down the wing. Quick shot, that one's blocked. Driscoll picks it up and neutralize. No, it's more of a bobbling pass than anything is. Taking hold is Leslie. Leslie clearing ahead. Picked off. Here's a chance in front. Shot. Save made. Rebound chance in front. Backhand shot. Save made again by LeBlanc. Tested early here by Team Black. Rasong picks it up. These are for Jodry. Jodry over the line. Shoots it. That one deflected wide by Leslie. Jodry in the corner trying to center it. That one taken away by Team Powder as they look to clear. Running with it is McCormick. Spins it up the ice. Over the line. White unable to make a play. Back in the corner. Taken by McLean. Allison McLean. Trying to dig it loose. Playing behind the goal. Hounded by two Team Powder defenders. Back onto the point and just escapes the reach of Mackenzie Rasong as she goes to chase it down as Heather Lawton is there first. Lawton behind her own goal. On the pass to neutral ice, dropped off for White. Here's White down the right wing side. White shoots it, glove save for LeBlanc, no rebound. He's off in the offensive zone here for Team Black. Carly Beaton on the draw. One escapes out to neutral ice. Lydia Libas. Near side for Beaton. Carly Beaton. To neutral ice over the line. On the right wing side. Beaton a drive and that one blocked in front. Another chance. Beaton swings it into the corner. One picked up by McIntyre. Lexi McIntyre. Spins off a check. Hounded there. Out to McLean. McLean a spin pass on the backhand just behind Robertson. Burris picks it up. Tries to dump it in. Taken away by Doiron. Doiron near side of McLean. McLean outlet there. That off a skate of Libas and down into the corner. Kearney tries to pick it up. Kearney battling against two defenders. Ahead to Comstock. Spun onto the point. Across to Gabrielle. Gabrielle a draw, that one blocked. Taken in by Buffett. Buffett spins it behind the goal. Picked off by Joseph looking to clear. Head to Libas. And clear the zone. Joseph trying to get a position there. Unable to get his own entry there was McLeod. And banked off the wall and down into the zone. Skating after it is Blanchard. Blanchard pressed to the boards there by Heartland. Blanchard. The boards onto the point to Mitchell. A drive deflected in front. It's loose. Still loose. They bang away. Where's the puck? Taken away there by Comstock looking to clear. Unable to do so. Here's a shot by Vickers to the net. Save made by LeBlanc, holding on for the whistle and a stoppage. Face off in the offensive zone for Team Black now off that pressure opportunity. Banked off the back wall. Flora Gale McNeil takes hold. Pass right in front of her own net. Almost a misplay there. It was a risky pass, but Team Powder unable to clear the zone here. Here's Lord. Out the play for McNeil just out of her reach. Touched it up but didn't gain the red line. That'll be whistled down on the icing. He's off in the offensive zone for Team Black. McNeil on the draw. Up against Driscoll. Vickers trying to hold the line. Driscoll moves it ahead to McNeil. McNeil stops up, looks for an option, spins it into the corner to Lord. Lord a shot, and a save made by Arsenault, holding on. Morgan nodding on the draw in the offensive zone for Team Powder. One taken by Leslie. The backboards by Gibbs. Hard check there by Nodding. No call. Out to neutral ice, down to the defensive end here, picking it up as Leslie. That is going to be called, excuse me. Didn't see the official's arm go up. It is a body contact penalty. It's going to be Hillary Lalonde going to the box here. I thought it was Nodding who delivered the check, but apparently it was Lalonde. Sometimes it's hard to see the numbers, folks. Allison McLean on the draw in the offensive zone for Team Black. 2 minutes on the power play. Down to the point, quick drive in front, that's blocked and fired down the ice by Team Powder. After on the forecheck is Morgan Nodding. Taken out by Team Black now. In skates McLean. Allison McLean down the left wing side. Spins it behind the goal for the cycle. For Bourgeois. McLean down low. For Jodry looking to center. That one picked off and fired down the ice by Team Powder. Continue the kill. Minute 22 left on the power play for Team Black. The near side, nice drop pass there. Finds White. White over the line. Quick drive. That one over top of the goal. White again at the point. White walks the line, steps in, drops it off to Burris. Lila Burris. Back down in front. Pass across for Bourgeois. Wasn't ready to receive the pass. Bourgeois drive deflected in a pad stop by LeBlanc. As it's cleared down the ice, Burris has to make chase after it. Lila Burris. Stops up. Clears it near side for Libas. Lydia Libas. Over the line. Steps in. Burris on the right hand side. Drops it off on the point. Back to Libas, a drive. That one whistles past the blocker side. Burris spins with it. Hounded there by Kearney. Look in the corner, pass across, open side. What a stop that was by LeBlanc. Rebound, another pad stop. Libas looking to make a play. Another shot, that one padded aside. Great pressure here by Team Black on the power play. Unable to cash in just yet. Libas on the point to Burris. Burris a drive, save made, covered up and held by LeBlanc. Face off in the offensive zone for Team Black. A late line change here for Team Black on the offensive zone face-off. We're back to even strength 5-on-5 for this draw. As Vickers tries to hold line, does so. Back down low. In front of the net, off the side of the post, and out on the other side, Robertson trying to get a hold. Taken behind the goal. Team Black on the attack. Vickers on the point. Vickers a drive, blocked in front. And taken down the ice by Kearney. Kearney steps in, shoots it, that's blocked. Here's a chance in front. Trying to hack away at it. Cycled in the corner there by Leslie. McLean lost the handle. Over to neutral ice. Picked off near side for Vickers. Oh, the play for Blanchard. Blanchard to drive. That one goes wide. Riley Payne picks it up. Oh, a hard check there. Collision neutral ice. That one whistled down the offside. No call on the hit. Taken off the draw into the zone by McNeil. McNeil dances wide. Holds on, tries to shovel it to the front. On a saucer pass, that one hit the side of the goal and taken away now by the Team Powder. Chipped in the corner by Buffett. Buffett behind the goal. There's Comstock in the corner. Team Black looking to clear. Onto the point, kept alive by Doiron. Moved in the far corner. Lawton picks it up. Backhand feed to Bourgeois. Or rather, Mackenzie Rassong. My mistake. Rassong in. Shoots it off the knob of the stick of LeBlanc into the corner. Comstock trying to chip it ahead. Get on the near side wall, looking to battle it free. Driscoll tries to take hold. Move back across for Lord. Picked out by Jodry. Jodry trying to bank it off the wall. Foot race for it here. Here's White down the wing. White pass across open side and fanned on the one-timer by McLean. She had a yawning cage. As LeBlanc was looking to make it across. Driscoll skating out with it now. Driscoll a shot. Just whistled out just past the low stick side. Taken by White now. White finds McLean. McLean a drive, pad stop, rebound chance in front. Another shot from the point. One goes wide. Oh. The far side. Back in the corner here. Fired in the zone by Mitchell. Lord trying to gain possession. Burris a drive into the corner. On the play to neutral ice. Over the line. Dropped off to McNeil. McNeil trying to dance with it. Onto the point. Moving across. Shot there through traffic. Goes wide. Vickers chasing it down. Here's Vickers looking to work out of the zone. Taken away by McCormick. McCormick spins with it. On to the point to Payne. Payne a drive. That one just whistles wide. Vickers trying to get it off the wall and out. Out to neutralize. Picked up by Libis and stride. Libis tries to dance there. Knocked off the puck by Leslie. Libis still after trying to dig it free. Here's Leslie. Chips it past the defense and skates it down the offensive zone. Gibbs. Across the far side for Sangster. Danica Joseph trying to gain possession. Here's McLean after it. McLean trying to dig it free behind the goal. And Powder still in the attack here, unable to get a chance just yet. One taken away by Sangster. Sangster looking to clear, fired back in by Robertson. Good battles here in the first. Delayed offside against Team Powder coming up. They have to tag out. Over the line, here comes Blanchard to drive. Glove save for LeBlanc, no rebound. Well, plenty of chances being exchanged in both ways here. With both teams looking to keep the shots to the outside, make it easier for their goaltenders to make the save. Almost gaining that center area of the ice for those high percentage scoring chances. Both teams once again are going to look to force some mistakes into the opposition try to capitalize on those mistakes. Is that one taken by McIntyre? McIntyre, near side for McLean. Summer McLean makes a move. Can't corral it on the follow through. Battle for it in the corner. McLean battling with Lawton. Trying to work it free behind the goal. Lawton chases it down. Lawton pass on the near side, just behind the stick of Blanchard. This goes down. McIntyre picks it up. Icing waved off. Here's McIntyre. Near side for Robertson. Robertson shoots it. Pad stop for Arsenault. Here come Team Black the other way. McNeil over the line. Spin move. Backhand shot. Blocked in front. Here's Gabriel on the lead pass ahead. One picked out by Richards. Can't maintain possession. Almost a giveaway here. Close call. Taken by Comstock. Sophia Comstock. Over the line. Dumps it into the corner. Veronica Mitchell on the reception. Wraps it around near side. Gabriel holds the line. Dumps it in the corner. For Buffett. Buffett. Pinned on the wall. Buffett trying to work it free. McLeod's there as well. Bit of a stalemate here. Looking to move that puck. And behind by Buffett. Buffett. Pass ahead for Gabriel. Gabriel holds it on the line. Drops it back for Buffett in her feet. And taken by Burris. Burris near side for Vint. Rogan Vint over the line. Here's McNeil. Nice move. McNeil through neutral ice. Holds on the backhand. Wraps it for Driscoll. That one taken away by Gibbs. Holly Gibbs. Nice couple moves behind the goal. Swings it around far side for White. Just out of her reach as Leslie takes hold. Leslie dumps it back in for Team Powder. Here's Gibbs. Near side for Jodry. Jodry looking to clear it. On taken over the line by McLean. Allison McLean shoots it. Pad stop. Rebound chance. Another stop there for LeBlanc. Team Black picking up another shot. Save made LeBlanc. She holds on. Allison McLean on the draw for Team Black. We're back to the defensive end for Team Powder off the far side. Heather Lawton picks it up. And shoveled in by Notting. Picked up by Rassong. Jodry trying to gain hold. Nice move by Jodry. Dumps it into the corner. Gets a change for herself. Lead pass picked off. Dumped back in by Rassong. Team Black on the attack. Wrapped around by Payne. Far side picked up by Lawton. Taken back by Payne. Trying to clear. Libis stops it up. Out to neutral ice. Picked up by Rassong. Rassong pass on the near side for Libis. That one escapes. Taken by Leslie. Leslie hounded there by Libis. Libis takes hold. Banks it off the wall. Libis got knocked into there in the corner. No call. Or it is going to be a call. Excuse me. Pass in front. That one goes wide. So a delayed penalty on the way. Likely a boarding here. As Team Powder touch it up. And it's a cross-checking penalty. My mistake. Josie Leslie going to the box for cross-checking and a power play option with 1:26 remaining in the first for Team Black. They could head into this first intermission with a 1-goal lead if they can score on the power play here. All 3 games previous have been very tight defensively. So getting that opening momentum with the opening goal is so important in these games. That one fired down the ice. Roger on the near side. Picked up and dumped in by Blanchard. Sangster takes hold, moves it across far side for Joseph. Danica Joseph banks it off the wall on the point to Mitchell. Mitchell. Burris back to pick it up. Robertson on the attack, shorthanded. Robertson, great hustle there by number 50. Trying to kill the clock. Sangster moves it ahead to Joseph. Joseph on the right wing side. Danica Joseph behind the goal. Looking for an option here. Swings it over to the front and looking for a one-time option there. Just caught a stick on the way through to Blanchard. Blanchard couldn't get the follow through on the shot. Back on the point to Vickers. Vickers just holds the line. Back down to Blanchard. Shot towards the front, blocked in front and cleared down the ice by McLean with just 12 seconds to go in the period. Vickers picks it up. Could be one last rush here for Team Black on the power play. Out to neutral ice, picked up by Gabriel. That'll do it here for the first period of play. Scoreless after 1. 33 seconds of power play time remaining for Team Black to start the second period of play. It will be a short break as we get the Zamboni to flood the ice surface, and we'll be back shortly with the second period of play. Stay tuned. And 20 minutes on the clock to start the second period of play. Scoring chances were in advantage slightly for Team Black in that first frame. And they will start the period with a 33-second remaining on their power play from the first period. Taken shorthanded right off the jump into the zone by McCormick. McCormick behind the goal for Team Powder. Going to kill some time. Vickers. 18 seconds left in the power play. Near side to Gibbs. Gibbs out the play to neutral ice all the way down. That'll be an icing call against Team Black. Face off in the offensive zone. Here shorthanded with 10 seconds remaining in the power play, or penalty kill for Team Powder. They have a face off in the offensive zone to kill it off. It's McNeil in front, or Gabrielle rather. A quick stick save there for Arsenault. Trying to move that puck. And back to even strength as onto the ice surface comes Hillary Lawand. A quick drive goes wide. Morgan nodding with it now. Nodding behind the goal. Onto the point to Harlan. Harlan across to Gabrielle in front. Picked off. Here's a chance. Moving in on a breakaway. Shot blocker save there for LeBlanc. On Vint, who is in short, or rather even strength. Almost said short-handed there. All the way down the ice. That one going to be an icing call here once again against Team Black. Face off in the offensive zone for Team Powder. Ashlyn Kearney on the draw. Get on the point by Leslie. Leslie a drive. That one whistles wide. McLean after it against Jodry, onto the point. Shot through traffic, glove save for Arsenault. No rebound. Ashlyn Kearney on the face-off dot. One taken away by Team Black, near side for White. White looking to shoot it towards the goal, drops it off instead for Lawton. Lawton across, here's a chance. Shot deflected wide. Off the stick of Mackenzie Rassong. Lawton pinches off the point, holds it in the corner. Swings it down for Jodry. Jodry trying to swing it in front, that one blocked. Here's McLean. McLean off the wall. Rassong trying to hold the line. The team's trying to battle it free here. Back to neutralize. Lawton gains possession. Lawton leaves it ahead. Here comes McLean down the wing. Shot. Just whistled that wide. Going to pick the corner on the glove hand side. Robertson skating it down. Robertson in the corner against Burris. Bourgeois moves it across. Near side McIntyre. Lexi McIntyre going for a skate. Through neutral ice, try to poke it ahead. Unable to get through the defense. Here's Bourgeois. Skating wide. Shoots it towards the front with a pass option there for Carly Beaton, unable to pull the trigger. McIntyre in the near corner. Off the backboards. Our side for Comstock. Knock off a stanchion off to McIntyre. Lexi McIntyre. Spins with it. McIntyre still with it out front of the net. Out to neutralize. McIntyre. Over the line. Shoots it. That one deflected wide. In the corner is McLeod. McLeod drops it to Comstock. Comstock. On the point to Leslie. Or rather Harlan. Harlan moves it across. There's a shot by Gabrielle, just tipped over top of the goal. Levis trying to clear. McNeil hauled down there. That's going to be called. And drove in the zone by Harland. Touched up by Bourgeois, and they'll call the penalty now. Tripping is the call. Team Black going to the penalty box here as Carly Beaton serves her time for 2 minutes. Driscoll on the draw against Joseph. Driscoll wins the draw back to Gabriel. Rylan Gabriel moves it across to Harlan. Harlan a drive, that one blocked in front. Taken back in the slot by McNeil. Across to Driscoll. Driscoll holds on the point. Walks the line. Spins it for Harlan. Harlan to drive, that one off a body and into the side wall as McNeil dumps it back in. Here's Lord, centering pass. It's in front, McNeil to the backhand. Spinorama shot there. That was blocked as well. Clearing attempt successful for Team Black. All the way down it goes. One fired down with a lead pass for Notting. Back down to LeBlanc. Stops it up for his defense and Gabriel. Rylan Gabriel behind the goal. The pass far side from McNeil, knocked away and cleared by Rassong. Lead pass picked off. Here's McNeil. Avery McNeil. Spun off the puck there. One dropped off. On to the point to Leslie. Leslie across. Back to Payne. Payne to Leslie. Leslie a drive, deflected into the corner. Picked up by McCormick. On to the point to Payne. Back to McCormick. A drive, blocked in front. Here's a chance on the backhand. That one goes wide. Leslie on the pinch. Back on the point. Just 4 seconds remaining in the power play. Leslie trying to hold the line. They're going to kill it off. They're still in their own zone, however, Team Black. Here's McCormick, a drive. Save made with the glove by Arsenault. Face off in the offensive zone for Team Powder. Ashlyn Kearney on the draw. Tie up there, and someone McLean shaking up there on that play. Back in front of pad stop there for LeBlanc. Here comes Robertson. Near side McLean. Summer McLean. Battling there. Drawn back to Leslie. Leslie through neutral ice. Dumps it into the corner. Bourgeois chases it down. Here's Bourgeois. Back behind. Bourgeois again in the near corner. McIntyre holds the line for Team Powder. Dumps it in. McIntyre off the point, spins with it, trying to work it in front. One taken up by Jodry. Jodry with room, shot and a pat or a knob of the stick save there for LeBlanc. Out to neutralize again. Burris resets. Tried to pass it off. Burris over the line, spins it into the corner. White after it. Centering feet in front, a great active stick there by Buffett. Here's Jodry. On to the point. Near side of Burris. Burris a shot, deflected wide. Comstock chasing it down. against Mitchell. Veronica Mitchell. Backhand feed neutralized to White. White dumps it in. And taken free here. Chance for Austin. Austin hauled down. That's going to be called. Hooking is the call. A power play option here for Team Black. Carly Beaton on the faceoff dot in the offensive zone. 2 minutes on the clock for the power play. On to the point. Here's Vickers. Cross. One-time drive, just whistles wide. It's off the wall to Austin. Austin. Drops it off for Beaton. Harley Beaton. Shoots it, deflected wide. Looking back in the corner. Going to continue the cycle here. Minute 30 left in the power play. Vickers on the point. Drops it off. Here's Libas a drive. Blocker save. Rebound in front. Onto the point. Not out. Vickers holds the line. Vickers across. There's another pass in front. One-time option. It's blocked. Here's Gibbs. Onto the point to Libas. Libas to Vickers. Vickers. Drops it down low. Good active stick there. Back on the point. Vickers again. Just a minute remaining in the power play. Vickers, great pressure here by Team Black on the power play. Cross to Mackenzie Rosong in front of the net, and that one blocked. Still with the pressure, Beaton. And over the line as Libas couldn't hold it. Here's Libas trying to drop it back, turns with it. Near side looking to move it up the wall. Hard check there on the near side wall. No call on Driscoll. That one shot in front. It's another chance. That one taken away. Here comes McNeil now. 14 seconds left. She comes out shorthanded. Dances by into the corner against Lawton. Neal unable to corral that. Picked out by Lord. On a shot that was blocked by Lawton. One picked out by Leslie. Leslie, centering pass for Lord. Unable to corral that. Taken back again onto the point. There's a shot through traffic. That one goes over top of the goal. Sangster trying to clear. Taking across far side for Blanchard. Trying to clear it. Lord keeps it alive. That one intercepted. Here's Notting. Towards the front, that one off the side of the shoulder of Arsenault. Moved out to neutral ice. Going out the defensive end. Taken by Leslie. Leslie left it behind. Here's a chance at the side of the goal. Pass in front, save, made with the pad. By LeBlanc. Close call there for Team Powder. O'Neal trying to center it. Hard check there. No call. Burris shoots it, deflected wide. Leslie trying to clear, intercepted by Bourgeois. There's Bourgeois cycling it back in for McNeil. McNeil holds onto it. Tries to make a move, knocked off the puck by McCormick. Here's McCormick out with it now. 8 feet ahead for Notting. Notting a shot, pad save by Arsenault. Out come Team Black the other way. That's the cross, taken free here by Doran. Trying to find McLean, picked up by McNeil. McNeil tumbles there. A collision in front. Here's Richards. On the point, kept alive by Bourgeois into the corner. Vint trying to center it, side of the goal. Covered up and held by LeBlanc. And goaltending changes ensuing here, as Feltham and Field come on in exchange for Arsenault and in relief of Arsenault and LeBlanc. So Field in the goal in the defensive end for Team Powder. At the other end, it's Eleanor Feltham, number 30. Looking in the corner off the draw by White. Another shot in that first test of the game for Field is passed. Vickers unable to hold the line there off the draw. Taken on the near side by Jodry. Jodry shoots, save made by Field. Rebound chance in front. Try to bang away. Outlet pass for Robertson. Robertson tries to skate it down. Could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Pass across. Great active stick there in front of the net. Chop shot, and that one just whistles wide. Great effort there by Kearney. That one taken out. Quick shot deflection. Save made with the pad. What a recovery that was by Field. Here's Gibbs. They play on the far side all the way down. As that one picked up by Doiron. Out front, there's a chance for Gibbs on the point. That shot is blocked. Here comes Robinson again. Could be a 3-on-1. Robinson on the left wing side. Waits, shoots, save made, rebound chance in front. That one cleared away by Team Black. White clears it ahead for McLean. McLean trying to dance. Out back, Team Black reset here as Gibbs takes hold. Outlet play, trying to spring Libas. Field trying to poke check there. Risky play. Here's Libas on the point. Steps free. Shoots it, blocker saved by Field. Hardly beaten now. Knocked out by Comstock. Here comes Robertson. 1-on-3. Robinson dances over the line. Tries to hold on to it. Shoots it. That one blocked. Look in the corner, McLeod. Evelyn McLeod. On the point. To Harlan, a drive in front. Blocked in front. Taken here by Austin and cleared out of the zone. Libas chasing it down against Harlan. In front of the net. Shot there is deflected wide. Here's Libas. Backhand feet in front, deflected wide. Buffett trying to clear. Out to neutralize. Lawton off the wall. Finds it again. There's Comstock trying to clear. Buffett forced back. Blanchard after it in front of the net. Quick shot, loose in front. Covered up by Field. He's off in the offensive zone for Team Black. Chopped out on the point, taken away by Lord. Here comes Lord 1-on-1 against Lawton. Lawton knocks her down. No call there. Blanchard looking to clear. Here's Lawton. Spinning against Lord. Lawton off the backboards. Trying to find Bourgeois. Taken away by McNeil. Bourgeois trying to clear. Kept alive at the point. Went in front of the net and a quick poke check there by Feltham. There's Driscoll. Driscoll trying to gain a step. Shoots it. That one whistles wide. Leslie on the point. Banks it off the wall to Lord. Driscoll trying to pick it up. Here's Driscoll spinning around behind for McNeil. McNeil trying to get it to the front. Still loose. Another shot. Loose in front. They bang away. Still loose and finally covered up by Feltham. for a whistle and a stoppage. Face off in the offensive zone for Team Powder. Hillary Lawand on the draw. Shot from the point by DeLon, patted aside by Feltham. Top that onto the point, DeLon again. Another shot, patted aside, rebound chance. That one is stopped with the glove by Feltham. A great stop there. Highlight reel stuff for number 30, Eleanor Feltham. And taken out through neutral ice. Knocked off to McIntyre. McIntyre trying to move it ahead. Richards moves it back to her defense. Back to Richards, just out of her reach. Couldn't handle the pass. Here's McIntyre. McIntyre banks it off the wall. Taken here. Team block defense ahead. There's a chance for McLean. McLean shoots it, glove save for what? For Field. Taken off the draw by McIntyre. Here's McIntyre. Near side for McCormick. McCormick over the line. Steps free. Behind the goal. McCormick still with it. Banks it off the wall onto the point. Kept alive by DeLon. Oh, a hard check into the wall there. That's going to be called. Summer McLean. And a body checking penalty on the way for that one. And it's a boarding call. The correct call is boarding, as the other official makes sure. So Holly Gibbs going to the box for boarding. So a 5-on-4 advantage here for Team Powder with 2:53 remaining here in the second. Chance to take a 1-goal lead into the third, possibly, if they can score here. It looks like there's 2 penalties on the play. My mistake. So there's a boarding call and a body checking call. So 2 penalties. It's going to be a 5-on-3 advantage. Pardon the confusion there, folks. Thought there was a correction of a call, but it was actually a second penalty that was being called as well on that initial boarding call, as well as a body checking minor. So a 5-on-3 advantage now for Team Powder, looking to capitalize. Gabrielle on the point, drops to McLean. There's McLean back to Gabrielle. Gabrielle across. Shot towards the front, loose. Unable to corral it there was Robertson. Come Team Powder again. On the point, it's Harlan. Cross for McLean. McLean tries to pass it in front, loose, and that kick at the shot away is Robertson. Back on the point again, Gabrielle. And across to Summer McLean, a drive off the goalpost. Gabrielle trying to hold the line. Taken away and fired down the ice by White. Harlan drops it for McLean. Here's McLean over the line. Trying to drop it back. Taken away out to neutral ice again. Reset here. Cross to Gabrielle. Gabrielle in front. Here's Robertson. Robertson in the corner. Finds McLean. Summer McLean. Moves it across. Leslie. Leslie a shot. Save made. Held onto by Felton. No rebound. 38 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3 advantage for Team Powder. One cleared down the ice. Off the draw by Team Black. A defensive effort on the penalty kill. Leslie skates in. Over the line for Team Powder. Drops it off. On the point for Payne. Payne stops up. Back across for Comstock. Cross for Payne, a drive. Deflected wide. Looks like Burris got a piece of that. At the top of the circle in front of the net. Unable to get the shot home was Evelyn McLeod. As we're back to even strength 5-on-5 as both penalties are over simultaneously. So that's out to neutral ice. Taken here by Austin. Lila Austin. Going to drop it off for Libas. Burris trying to center. I went into the far corner. One-handed there by Leslie. Onto the point. Shot blocked in front. There's Beaton with it. Carly Beaton. Moves wide. Finds Lawton. Lawton a drive. Save made by Field. Loose in front. Still loose and taken away. Back into the slot again. Unable to get it towards the front. That one covered up by Field. With 7.7 remaining here in the second. Carly Beaton on the draw. Backed in the corner. That'll do it for the second. Scoreless after 2. Take a short break for the Zamboni to flood the ice service, and we'll be back shortly with the third period of play. Stay tuned, folks. You're watching the 2026 Nova Scotia Hockey Nova Scotia Summer Camp live on High Button Sports. Girls U18 final game. 20 minutes on the clock to start the third period of play. Scoreless after 2. See if either team breaks out here in the third. Draw win for Team Powder right off the jump and dumped in the corner by Maya McCormick. And the dump and chase effort for Team Powder. Taking out the neutralized foot race for it here. As Blanchard looks to escape. Blanchard to the goal. Save made. Rebound chance in front. They score! On the rebound at the side of the goal. It's Sangster. And it's 1-0 Team Black to start the third. Talk about putting the pressure on in a close defensive game to get that opening goal right in the third period. Plenty of hockey left to play, of course, as that one taken here by Joseph. Taken in by Rassong. Rassong looking to clear. Dump back in the corner. Picked up by Rassong again. Rassong. Feed dumped off the wall. In by Danica Joseph. Picked up here by Gabriel. Rylan Gabriel moves it across for Robertson. Robertson trying to battle it free in the corner against Rassong. Here's McLean. Pass in front. Fan on the one-timer by Comstock. Rebound chance. Covered up. Or rather, Kearney on the shot, not Comstock. As Feltham covers that up for the stoppage in play. Kearney on the draw. Tied up, taken here by Bourgeois, wrapped around the wall as McLean looks to clear, or McNeil rather. Here's Kearney. Battling on the wall for it. Lawton trying to clear. McNeil. Dumped off the near side wall all the way down for an icing call against Team Black. From Kearney on the draw. Taken by Bourgeois. Bourgeois finds Richards. Out to neutral ice. Off the wall by Lawton. Lawton knocked down and the official goes with her. Richards in the corner. Here's Vint. Vint behind the goal. Onto the point to Bourgeois. Spins it in front, it's loose, and a good poke check there by Field. Onto the point, Lawton. Makes it into the corner. Outlet play for McLean. Picked off on the point by Lawton. McLean digs it free. Finds Robertson. Nice move by Robertson. Robertson over the line. Tries a shot, that was blocked. Follows it up in the front of the net and can't get the shot away. As Jodry picks it up. Jodry. Off the near side wall all the way down. Stopped up by Field and forced to cover. Face off in the offensive zone for Team Black. Collision with the official there on the way to the face-off dot. And take it on the point by Mitchell. Moves it across. Quick drive by Vickers, blocked in front. Another shot towards the front, glove down by Field. No rebound. On the point, Vickers. Vickers. Now quick drive, that one over top of the goal. Onto neutral ice. Vickers chases it down, no icing. Here's Vickers. 8 feet ahead, poked out by McIntyre into the corner. White to the front, a shot. They score! Great pass ahead, finds the tape of McLean, and she puts it home. Making no mistake, it's 2-0 Team Black. So in a close defensive contest, a 2-0 lead is a big step here for Team Black in this stage of the game. Here's Driscoll. Weaves her way through neutral ice. Gathers speed. Driscoll a shot. That one blocked. There's Libas. Gabrielle moves it in. That one out to neutral ice. Gabrielle. Over the line. Drops it off. Here's Lord, a drive over top of the goal. Driscoll. Want to drop it. Comes Libas. Libas takes hold. Great takeaway. Libas shoots it off the mask of field into the corner. Libas wraps it around near side. Off the bench and into the play is Veronica Mitchell trying to hold the line. Unable to keep away Driscoll. Here's Driscoll. Down 1-on-2. Could be a 2-on-2 as McNeil joins. Driscoll drops it to McNeil. Follows it up. Driscoll behind the goal. Centering it in front. And McNeil unable to corral it for a one-timer. Shoveled towards the goal there by Marley Payne. And that one taken in by Burris. Good stick lift there. Onto the point. There's Payne. Fakes the shot. Passes it across. Shot there. Blocked aside by Feltham. Here's Burris. Burris out to neutral ice. Moves over the line, dumps it into the corner, chases it down. Burris. Hounded there. Knocked ahead for McCormick. Leaves it for Lalonde. Lalonde off the wall into the corner. Lalonde falls down in the play. Behind the goal for Bourgeois. Bourgeois leaves it for Sangster. Sangster off the wall. Here's Sangster. Picked off in neutral ice by Doran. Doran. Moved ahead, poked into the corner by Notting. Morgan Notting in the corner. Knocked down there. Out to McIntyre. Here comes Lexi McIntyre. McIntyre a shot. Blocker save. I felt him. Rebound chance in front. That one just goes wide. There's Vickers. Jade Vickers. Right, outlet finds Richards. Richards over the line, and that one whistled down the offside. Face-off win for Team Black. Dumped into the corner. Lexi McIntyre picks it up. Skates through neutral ice. McIntyre. Right near side. Dumped in the corner. Knocked around near side. Taken by Vickers. Here's Vickers. McLean trying to center it in front. McIntyre trying to hold the line. Does so. Good keep alive by... Here's McLean. Back down to Kearney. Kearney on to Doran, intercepted and skated out by Vint as she dumps it in. Gabrielle. It's a funny hop off the Zamboni boards, but Gabrielle's wise to it. Near side for Robertson. Robertson skating over the line, picked off. Here comes McLean. McLean over the line. McLean a drive, stick save for Field. Off the wall onto the point. Song moves it across. Quick drive, score! Deflected in front on the shot from Gibbs. And it looks like McLean got the tip on the way through, and it's 3-0 for Team Black. Here's Gabrielle. And across. Harlan. On to Buffett. Buffett behind her own goal. One chipped in by Comstock. She didn't gain the red line, however, so that's going to be whistled down on the icing. Burris. Taken by White. Back to Burris. Burris across to Mitchell. Near side for Jodry. Jodry dumps it in the corner. Buffett trying to clear a pass ahead. Knocked out the puck. Here's Jodry. 8 feet ahead. Beating a drive over top of the goal. Buffett trying to clear. The backboards to Gabrielle. Gabrielle. Picked up on the far side by Libas. Libas, lead feed. There's a drive there by Austin, was deflected into the corner. One out to neutralize down to the defensive zone. Bourgeois picks it up. Pass ahead to Beaton. Carly Beaton. Over the line. Drops it off for Austin. Lila Austin. Down low. Up top to Bourgeois. Bourgeois draw. That's blocked. Deflected into the corner. Lead pass ahead. Here's Libas. Libas over the line. Gonna drop it off. Picked up by McNeil. McNeil banks it off. Trying to find Driscoll. Finds Driscoll. Driscoll down the left wing side. Stops up. Drops it off. Shot from the point. That one blocked in front by Beaton. Bourgeois with a backhand pass across open side and picked up by McNeil. Touched ahead. Banked off the wall by Notting. Taken by Vickers. Vickers a drive. That one blocked in front by Doran. Sangster cycles it in for Joseph. Joseph to Vickers. Jade Vickers. Nice move. Taken away by Doran. Doran finds McIntyre. McIntyre. Joseph. Cross to Gibbs. Gibbs cycles it in. Doran trying to clear, unable to do so. Great pressure here by Team Black. Another shot stick to side by Field. Vickers with a drive. That one goes wide. Far side Joseph keeps it alive. Team Powder need a line change here. They've been in their zone for about a minute now. Off the wall and out to neutral ice. Near side Vickers. Vickers with a nice move. Slides it to McNeil. That one's going to be called. Tripping call on the way here. And it's going to go against Team Powder. As Morgan Notting goes to the box. He's off in the offensive zone for Team Black. Avery McNeil on the draw. Elliot Harland. Taken by McNeil. On the point to Mitchell. In front of the net, here's a chance, another shot. That one just goes wide. Close call there for Field. Gathered in by McNeil. Neal. Soft pass there. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell in the corner. Drops it off for Richards. Richards onto the point. Still a minute 12 left in the power play. Cross to Richards. Vint trying to battle it free. Gabriel just looking to pin it on the wall and kill time. Here's McNeil. Turns. Still with it. McNeil to the front. Across. Shot blocked aside by Field. Late pressure here by Team Black. Another shot. That one deflected. The pad stopped there. Kick out save for Field. Still with the pressure, Team Black. McNeil. McLean tripped up there. No call. All the way down it goes. Rassong picks it up. He's it ahead for McLean. Neutral ice to Jodry. Jodry ahead to McLean. Allison McLean. Centering feet in front for White. Unable to get the shot away. Back to even strength 5-on-5. Burris skates it down. Lila Burris. Near side Jodry. McLean off the wall. Checked into the linesman by Buffett. No call there either. White trying to center it in front. Moved ahead. Down the ice comes McLeod. McLeod on the backhand. Bodied there by Burris. Here's Jodry. Jodry dumps into the corner, gets a change. That one cleared into the netting for a stoppage and play on the deflection. Face off in neutral ice just outside of the Team Powder zone. We out to Lord. Lawton chases it down. Lawton. Pass to Libis. She finds Beaton. Carly Beaton. Lord. The ball into the corner. Gibbs after it. Gibbs. Driscoll drops it off. Here's a shot. Pad stop for Feltham. Lexi McIntyre behind the goal. Looking to center it. Taken by Doran. Doran turns with it. Holds on. There's McNeil. Across for McIntyre. McIntyre. Taken away by Buffett. Or rather McCormick. McCormick a drive off the knob of the stick of Feltham into the corner. Lawton trying to gain hold. To neutralize. Gabrielle moves it ahead. Here's Gibbs. Gibbs behind the goal. Austin trying to clear. Out to neutralize. Here comes Team Black the other way. It's Sangster. Sangster a drive. Save made, rebound chance. Sangster another shot. That one goes wide. Here's Harlan. Harlan through neutral ice. Over the line. Linesman jumps out of the way. Athletic move there by the Winey. Another shot there goes wide. Off the backboards, picked up by Mitchell. Mitchell leaves it for Vickers. Jade Vickers. Out to neutral ice over the line. Holds onto the backhand, shovels into the corner. Picked up by Joseph. Joseph finds Vickers. That one taken away by Team Powder. Another play looking for Robertson. Near side for Blanchard. Knocked off the puck. Here comes Robertson. Down the wing, Robertson to the goal. Save made. Collided with the goalpost, knocked the net off the moorings for a stoppage. He's off in the offensive zone for Team Powder. Ashlyn Kearney on the draw for Team Powder. Robertson off the draw, line goes wide. McLean trying to pick it up. Towards the front, stick the side into possession of Bourgeois. She fires it all the way down for an icing call against Team Black. Kearney on the draw. Up behind the goal for Bourgeois. McLean picks it up. Summer McLean. Knocked off the puck. Here comes a chance for Team Black. Moving it ahead. Great play there by Field with the poke check. Moving near side for Robertson. Robertson to the front. That one goes wide. McLean picks it up again. Cycles it into the corner. Jumping up is Doran. Picked out by McLean. McLean in, shoots, she scores. Summer McLean with a ripper, a low glove side. And it's 3-1 with 2:24 left to play. Off the tie up. Taken and dumped in by Doran. Lawton. It's the near side wall for Jodry. Jodry looking to clear. Doran takes possession. Battle for it here on the wall. Moved ahead. McLean trying to work it in front, and that one taken away. Near side picked up by Burris. Burris hounded there. Jodry picks it up. Moves it far side. Here's White. White shoots it. And then whistles wide. Team Powder trying to get it up the ice. Get a chance to pull the goaltender in Amy Field. Just a minute 23 remaining. Burris. Is it alive? Taken it by Doran, dumps it in the corner. Lawton picks it up. Libis moves it near side for Austin. Well, Austin knocked down there. That one's going to be called. Tripping is the call. It's going to go against Driscoll. Off the draw onto the point. Here's Vickers. He's it there. Quick drive locked in front by Austin. Libis a drive. Blocker to side by Field. Loose in front. Taken away and fired down the ice. There's 40 seconds remaining here in the third. Dumped on goal by White and cleared down. Here comes McLean, or McNeil rather. Florgale McNeil. Trying to center it. One picked off. Near side Gabriel. Just 10 seconds remaining. One last rush here. Second in the corner. Vickers after it. Jade Vickers. That'll do it here. Team Black with a 3-1 victory in the final game, making both teams have 2 wins at the close of the 4-game contest here. So a tough cut to find out who's going to make Team Nova Scotia for these coaching staff and scouts and whatnot. And as both teams equal to the task, putting together a pair of wins for themselves. So 2-2 is the record for both these teams at the close of their Hockey Nova Scotia Summer Camp 2026. And up next it'll be the boys U16 final game, Team Powder versus Team Black, coming up shortly. This has been Brendan Maloney from High Button Sports, thanking you for tuning into this one. It's a joy to have these games all weekend long. And one team photo at the end of this one for all these young players. It's been Brendan Maloney from High Button Sports, thanking you for tuning into this one, and we'll see you in the next one.